Did you know that most soldiers in the field are not allowed to cook with fire? And even when they are, they often can't for a variety of reasons. No flames, no stoves, no electricity. Yet somehow, they can still eat hot meals in the most remote places. It sounds unreasonable. How do you heat food without heat? How do you prepare a proper meal, let alone a good one, when even a tiny spark could give away your position? The answer to all of these questions will surprise you. And this is QC Project. Simple things. Military food is not just food for soldiers. It's a carefully engineered system designed to solve a very specific problem: how to deliver safe, nutritious, and reliable meals in environments where normal cooking simply isn't possible. At its core, military food is defined by three things: durability, efficiency, and predictability. Every component inside a ration is built to survive extremes: heat, cold, pressure, time. It can sit unopened for months, sometimes years, without spoiling. And when it's finally used, it must perform exactly as expected. No surprises, no risks. But the real nature of military food goes deeper than preservation. It's about control. Each meal is portioned with a purpose, balancing calories, protein, and essential nutrients to sustain physical performance under stress. There's no randomness in what goes inside. Even the texture, flavor, and packaging are considered, because morale matters, especially when conditions are harsh and options are limited. What makes it unique is how self-contained it is. A single pack often includes not just the food itself, but everything needed to consume it: utensils, seasonings, even a way to heat it without fire. It's designed to function independently, without relying on external resources. This type of ration is commonly known as a meal ready to eat, or MRE. To understand why military food is designed this way, we need to look at how it all began. Long before modern technology, supplying food for soldiers was one of the oldest logistical challenges in warfare. Armies in the past depended heavily on their food supply, and for centuries that meant carrying whatever they could and hoping it wouldn't spoil along the way. The earliest rations were simple and repetitive: dried grains, salted meat, and hard bread. They were chosen not for taste, but for their ability to last. Salt, in particular, became essential because it helped slow down the spoilage of meat during long campaigns. By the 18th and early 19th centuries, as armies grew larger and campaigns stretched farther, the need for reliable food became urgent. A major breakthrough came with the development of canning. Food could now be sealed, heat-processed, and stored for long periods without spoiling. For the first time, soldiers could consume preserved meals that still retained part of their original structure and nutrition. Even so, early metal cans were quite heavy and difficult to open, but this was still a major turning point. As industrialization accelerated in the late 19th and early 20th centuries, military food began to evolve alongside it. Mass production made it possible to standardize rations, ensuring that every soldier received a consistent supply of calories and nutrients. During large-scale conflicts, especially in the 20th century, food became part of a broader system of logistics. It wasn't just about feeding troops, it was about doing so efficiently, at scale, and under unpredictable conditions. By the mid-20th century, new preservation methods began to emerge. Techniques like dehydration reduced weight while extending shelf life. Later, freeze-drying allowed food to maintain its structure and flavor more effectively after rehydration. Packaging also improved, shifting from rigid metal containers to flexible materials that were lighter and easier to carry. One of the most significant shifts came with the idea of self-contained meals. Instead of distributing separate components, militaries began designing complete ration packs that included everything a soldier might need for a single meal. These systems were carefully planned, not just for nutrition but also for usability in the field. Today, military food reflects decades of refinement. It combines advances in food science, packaging, and logistics into something that appears simple on the surface, but is deeply engineered underneath. What started as basic preservation has become a precise balance of durability, nutrition, and practicality. At first glance, a military meal doesn't look very different from ordinary packaged food. It comes in a sealed pouch, compact and neatly arranged. But the way it works is far more deliberate than it seems. The key lies in how everything is prepared and protected. The food inside is fully cooked before it's sealed, then processed under controlled heat to eliminate harmful bacteria. This creates a stable environment where the contents can remain safe for long periods without refrigeration. Nothing inside is left to chance. Moisture levels, acidity, and even the thickness of the packaging are carefully calibrated to prevent spoilage. When it's time to eat, the system continues to work quietly. In many cases, the meal can be consumed straight from the pouch, but if heat is needed, it doesn't come from fire. Instead, a small self-contained heater uses a simple chemical reaction to generate warmth. Once activated, often with just a bit of water, it begins producing heat without flame, smoke, or visible light. Within minutes, the food warms up evenly inside its sealed container. What makes this process remarkable is its reliability. It doesn't depend on external tools or ideal conditions. Whether in extreme cold, high humidity, or complete isolation, the meal is designed to function the same way every time. Now that we understand how military meals function, the next question is how they are sealed so they can survive for years without spoiling. At first glance, a military ration pouch looks simple, just a tightly sealed packet of food. But inside that simplicity is a highly controlled preservation process designed to keep the contents stable for up to 5 years or more. The first step is preparation. The food is fully cooked before packaging, then carefully portioned into individual meals. Once ready, it is placed into a special multi-layer pouch. This packaging is not ordinary plastic. It is typically made of laminated materials that combine layers of plastic, aluminum, and protective coatings. Each layer has a specific role, blocking oxygen, resisting moisture, and preventing light exposure. Oxygen is one of the biggest enemies of long-term food storage because it accelerates spoilage and bacterial growth. To solve this, the food is sealed in a near oxygen-free environment. In many cases, oxygen absorbers are also placed inside the package. These small elements actively remove any remaining oxygen trapped inside before the final seal is completed. Once the pouch is filled and sealed, it goes through a heat treatment process known as retort sterilization. The sealed package is exposed to high temperature and pressure, which destroys harmful microorganisms while preserving the food inside. Because the food is already sealed, nothing can enter or escape during this stage. After cooling, the result is a completely self-contained system. No air, no moisture exchange, and no contamination pathway. As long as the seal remains intact, the food can remain stable for years without refrigeration. What makes this process remarkable is its balance between protection and practicality. The packaging must be strong enough to isolate the food from the environment, but also flexible enough to be carried, stored, and opened easily in the field. Ask any soldier who has spent enough time in the field, and you'll hear a wide range of opinions about MREs. They are rarely described as delicious, but that was never really the point. Most soldiers view them in practical terms. MREs are reliable, predictable, and available when nothing else is. In environments where access to fresh food is limited or impossible, that consistency matters more than flavor. The fact that a sealed pouch can provide a full set of calories, nutrients, and even a way to heat the meal without fire is often appreciated more than it is criticized. At the same time, there is a well-known reputation for monotony. Eating MREs for extended periods can feel repetitive since menus are limited and flavors are designed for durability rather than culinary variety. Over time, soldiers often develop personal preferences, trading components, or mixing items to make meals more tolerable. Still, there is also a practical respect for what MREs represent. In extreme conditions, cold weather, remote deployments, or combat zones, the ability to have a safe, self-contained meal is not just convenient. It can be essential. Many soldiers recognize that MREs are not designed to compete with normal food, but to function where normal food cannot exist. Beyond the battlefield, MREs have also had a certain cultural influence, especially in the way they are portrayed in film and media. In modern cinema, military food, especially meal, ready-to-eat rations, has become a subtle but powerful storytelling tool. It is rarely the focus of a scene, but it often appears in moments that highlight realism, fatigue, or survival under pressure. Films like Saving Private Ryan, 1998, use military rations to emphasize the raw, grounded reality of soldiers during World War II-era combat conditions. While the film predates modern meal, ready-to-eat systems, it shows the earlier equivalents, simple, cold field rations that reflect the same idea, food as function, not comfort. In Black Hawk Down, 2001, soldiers are frequently shown consuming compact field meals in tense operational pauses. These moments are brief, but they reinforce the constant physical strain of modern urban combat, where even eating becomes a secondary concern to survival and coordination. More recent films like American Sniper, 2014, also incorporate meal, ready-to-eat rations to show the isolation and repetition of deployment life. The act of opening a small sealed pouch, heating it without fire, and eating quickly in uncertain environments becomes a quiet symbol of routine under stress. Even outside war films, meal, ready-to-eat packs occasionally appear in survival and disaster genres, reinforcing their association with endurance and self-sufficiency. What makes these portrayals effective is not the food itself, but what it represents. A small, sealed meal becomes a visual shorthand for isolation, discipline, and adaptation. If you only had 10 seconds to judge a military ration, there is a simple mental framework some experienced users rely on. Not an official rule, but a practical way of quickly assessing quality in the field. The first thing to notice is the packaging. A high-quality ration should look tightly sealed, with no signs of air pockets, swelling, or damage along the edges. In real production standards, airtight integrity is critical because even a small breach can compromise long-term safety. Next is the clarity of labeling. Reliable military food systems always include precise information: production date, batch code, nutritional values, and storage instructions. Inconsistent or unclear printing is often a red flag because standardized production relies heavily on traceability. Then comes weight and balance. Experienced users often pick up the package and instinctively notice if it feels off. Properly produced rations have consistent weight because portions are carefully controlled during automated filling. Significant variation can indicate poor quality control. Finally, there is the internal structure. When opened, components should be organized, sealed, and dry. Nothing should feel loose, overly moist, or broken. Even without tasting it, the condition inside tells a lot about how well the system was manufactured and stored. This 10-second check is not about being an expert. It's about understanding that military food is engineered with precision. Once you learn what consistency looks like, quality becomes something you can recognize almost instantly. At its core, military food is not really about food at all. It is about survival, precision, and the quiet engineering that allows human beings to function in places where normal life breaks down. From sealed packaging to self-heating systems, every detail exists for a reason, designed to remove uncertainty in the most uncertain environments. What makes it truly interesting is not just the technology, but what it represents. A simple meal becomes a compact system of science, logistics, and human adaptation. And maybe that is the real takeaway here. The things we often overlook, like a small pouch of food, can carry entire worlds of design and intention behind them. Once you start seeing that, everyday objects stop being simple. And this is QC Project. Simple Things. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the simple things in everyday life. Because what you see is never the whole story. There's always something deeper beneath the surface. See you in the next one.